This is the last lesson in our VBAC course, and it's totally focused really on fathers or whoever's going to be the coach. Now actually go back to lesson 6 and listen to Birth Journey. If you've been learning these skills, when you hear Birth Journey, you will understand how those skills are applied in every contraction, both from the birthing woman's viewpoint and how you're hearing her. That's really important. In the 1970s, when I gave birth and Lamaze was taught everywhere, and Bradley was called husband or father coach childbirth, and Lamaze was very much into fathers as well. And so fathers were coming into birth, not because doctors were letting them, it's because we wanted them. We didn't want to be left alone. And it's so curious now that you hear famous authors say women should be left alone to discover birth, or from midwives should sit in a corner and knit. We didn't want to be left alone. That's why we wanted fathers with us. Fathers were birth coaches in the 1970s, and now they're only considered to be a birth support. They're supposed to support your choices. And that's too hard, really, honestly. If you're coping and managing well, your choices are more likely to unfold. If you're not coping and not managing well, and you're in that list B in birthing behaviors, your care providers don't want you to suffer, and they're going to walk right around your partner to try to help you, but they do not want you to suffer. So in this lesson, you're going to hear about how you, as a man or other, can best support the birthing woman to achieve her vaginal birth after a cesarean. And the reality is, whether your partner births alone in the backseat of a taxi or by a rice paddy, women are always birthing alone. Even if there are 100 people in the room, nobody can do the birth for us. We are the only one doing the birth. And if there is anybody else in the room with us, we have an incredibly high expectation that they know how to help us cope, manage, deal with, handle, work through, stay on top of, and feel in control. And if you have the skills, you're the one she's going to turn to. And why is that appropriate? Because you're the one who's going to be in the baby's life. Your midwife isn't, your doula isn't, your obstetrician isn't, you are. And if you're going to be at the birth, you want to be the person who helps her get through this birth using her skills efficiently and effectively, and that she knows she's using them, even if she has an extremely negative voice going inside, even if the pain is excruciating, even if what they are doing to and around her is invasive. She still has to do the birth, and your job is to really help her cope and really demand that she does. She can do this. She not only may need encouragement, she may need you to really tell her she needs to do this, because both of you are going to have a lifetime of memories of this birth. You want to have positive memories. And the positive memories don't always come from where you birthed or the type of birth. They come from being skilled, in which you've empowered yourself by using skills to birth your baby. Why? Because this is your baby's birth, and you got pregnant to have a baby, not to have a type of birth. So just remember, Birthing Better families did achieve a very high rate of a vaginal birth after a previous cesarean. However, we continued to use our birth skills no matter how our birth unfolded.